Today we're going to be looking at the Ryobi 1+ HP 18-volt cordless lawnmower. This particular one has a 2-blade rotor and a 40cm deck, and it has the dual battery system. We're going to see how it stacks up against my traditional petrol lawnmower that I've had here for the last 20 years, check out its pros and cons, and have a look at some of its features. This particular mower currently retails at $449 for the tool only, and $599 for the tool, and that comes with a 6 amp hour HP battery and charger. Let's see how it goes.
Now, one of the main reasons I went for this particular mower, I wanted the Ryobi because I have a lot of Ryobi tools already, and I have quite a few batteries that run the 1+ 18 volt. I wanted the 40cm deck, it's big enough for what I need to do around here, and I wanted the brushless one as well. The biggest drawback for this particular mower for me was having the ability to run 2 batteries. The idea is we run a primary battery of 6 amp hours or more, that goes in this port here, and we run a secondary battery here which will increase the range by 25% depending on the size of the battery, to just give us a little bit more distance. I don't have a huge area to mow here, but it's big enough that we do require the second battery, and that's got more than enough amps and range to do what we need to do. And when you first get this thing, it's going to have the mulching plug still attached. If you don't want to use that, make sure you take it out before you fit the catcher. The catcher just slides over like that, and off we go. We've got settings here for catching, we've got 2 settings here for mulching. Make sure you use the catching settings if you're using the catcher. 5 positions here for the mower height. 2 and 1 are reserved for mulching, and 3, 4 and 5 are for when you're using the catcher there. I ran it on 3 and 2 yesterday. It's low enough, it's got enough height adjustment there. It's got a 50-litre catcher, and that's more than enough for when we're doing the backyard here. It was full by the time I was finished, it really was. But it didn't need to be emptied halfway through or anything like that. It does the job quite nicely. For this size mower, 50 litres, you'll find it's more than enough. So how does it sound in operation? Well, pretty much all we need to do is push this button here, pull on these levers. Okay, so how the battery indicator works. At the front here, we have 4 LEDs that you can see from the driver position. All 4 are lit green all the way down to 16%, and then all 4 will light up red, telling you that you've got 15% or less. All 4 will flash red. If you overload the lawnmower, it will continue to flash, and if you continue to overload, it actually shuts itself off, and then you need to release the trigger and start again. A little bit disappointing that it doesn't graduate like the batteries do. These aren't 25% increments. They're all 4 is on, and all 4 is on here as well. It just has a lot of battery, or not very much, but that's just how it works. But it works okay. Once you drop into the 15% range, you know you're pretty close. If you finish lawn mowing, you can charge, or if you've got a lot to do, you may need to stop and change the batteries. Okay, when it comes time to pack it all down, we can flick these open here, collapse the handle, rotate these. These also act as a position. We can change the position of the handle. There's a couple of options there. We can drop it down like this. And that can hang on the wall of your garage or whatever you need to. It's not a particularly heavy lawnmower, and it's as simple as that. It collapses quite small. So how did the Ryobi stack up against the traditional lawnmower at the end of the day? Well, first things first, we no longer need hearing protection. It's a lot quieter than the petrol model. We no longer need petrol as well, which is always very good. We do, however, need batteries. Now, the batteries I've got here are the 6 amp hour and the 5, fully charged. We covered around about 500 square meters. We've got 200 out the back and about 250 out the front. Towards the end of the mow, we did jump into the red zone of the battery, which is less than 15%, but I'm pretty happy with that. Ryobi do recommend with 2 5 amp hour batteries, you should be able to cover 500 square meters, and we did find that to be true. It's a 2-blade lawnmower, and it does a very nice cut. It's very light and easy to push around when compared to this one here, and we can fold it up and store it upright in the garage, which is very good for saving space, which is something we definitely couldn't do with this petrol lawnmower here. The batteries also fit the rest of the 1+ range, including the rest of my gardening equipment, which is very easy to pull them out, move onto the different equipment, and move around the yard. If you're doing less than 500 square meters, I think it's perfect. For the price, you can't really go wrong. I'm very happy with it, and I'll see how long it lasts. Hopefully we get 20 years out of it like we did with this one.